Alright guys, how's it going today? So I forgot to grab a AA battery. That was 1 out of 5 reasons why I went back in the fucking house. I need a new AA battery. Anyways, we got new neighbors. Somebody actually bought that house over there that's been abandoned for a few years. So they better get used to me talking to myself to a camera, because they probably think I'm talking to myself. But if somebody's got their phone up like this, they're obviously making a stupid video of some kind. And this guy's out mowing. So yeah, so lots of things are going on today. I ran to the gas station and went to see if he would have some things that I need for the farmall, because I'm getting that project going too. So I found, there's many different things that you can put in these tractors, and the tractors will be okay with them, but supposedly these are factory original, things that these tractors want. This is what they wanted back in the day, and you can still kind of find a lot of it, but supposedly the engine wants just some regular SAE 30. It's going to run this, I don't care, that's what it said, SAE 30. So I think it takes 5 or 6 quarts of this stuff, but I need an extra quart anyway for a flush, and then kind of like to just have one as a spare, in case it, because it's just gonna probably leak it out over time or burn it and who knows what. And then supposedly, now it kind of depends on if your seals are good or not in your transmission and your axle. If it's probably a little leaky, then you probably would want to run something a little thicker to maybe not lose it as quick. But from the factory, they wanted 80-90 gear oil. So that's what I got. And of course, he only had it in the big jugs. There you go. Yeah, okay. Now, obviously, I think this stuff's going to be a little bit thinner. Now, they say that you can run 85W 140 gear oil. And since I think about it, I think that's the exact same type of oil that the grain truck takes in the transmission. So, but the transmission in the grain truck calls for 85W 140. So they want something a little thicker in it. So that's what I have. But obviously I haven't put it in yet because I can't find the fucking fill. So, but I'm going to order the gasket kit stuff for the engine, and then put that engine back together, and then I have to dump the oil and, flush it and whatever else. And then the transmission and the axle, they're all kind of one. But the transmission, the axle, and the drive or the PTO shaft on the back, they all take the same gear oil. It's just that they kind of recommend that once you've changed your oils, to fill the transmission and the PTO gearbox. They're separate, so you have to do them separately. Well, you can fill it just through the transmission, and then see what the thing is that then that is your PTO is going to run dry for a little bit until it starts sucking oil. So they say if you pre-fill that, then it won't run dry. And I do plan on using the PTO on it, so I don't want it to run dry. Even if it's just for a split second, I don't want to do that, and damage it. See, now, I think this tractor, the gearboxes and the PTO gearbox might be alright, but I know that the axle seals leak on it. But my theory is that they're probably empty anyway, because like I said, they did leak. My uncle says that they leaked a little bit when he ran it, That's why he had little cups or little containers underneath the axles, so then he could catch it, and then when he wanted to use the tractor, he would just dump that right back in, and then, basically recycling it. So, but obviously the seals are probably going bad, or they're out completely. So that may never get fixed. I don't know, but so, and then the spark plugs, they take a special kind of, well, not special, but he didn't have any in stock, the kind that I needed, so he's going to order them, and they should be in actually tomorrow. So I have to go back tomorrow and get them. I thought I had left them on the tractor, but I guess not. I guess I must have taken them home with me and put them on a shelf. I can't find the grain truck spark plugs, so I must have thrown them out. So the ones I found now, there was only 4 of them, and the grain truck takes like 5 or 6, and they looked smaller, because I even went and looked, because I was getting all confused, because I was like, well, I thought I left these damn things on the tractor. Come to find out they're nowhere on the tractor. So I was like, well, I must have taken them home with me then. So I looked on a shelf. Well, there's 4 sitting there. It's like, well, the grain truck takes like 5 or 6, so there's only 4 there, so that's got to be it. But they're a little bit bigger than what I thought they'd be, but I guess they're like equipment grade style. They're heavier built than like what would be in a car or something, so they're a little heavier. But so he's got them coming. They should be here tomorrow, and then we'll have that. For tires, I haven't talked to him about tires yet, because I don't really want to get too far into it, because I got to know that the engine's going to run first. If the engine will run, well, then the transmission will most likely run, and that's going to take some time to do, and have to clean all that out, So, one thing at a time. I got to get the engine put back together and running before I go any further than that. I'm sure he can get the tires, the front steer tires. I'm sure he'll even put them on for me, but I'm going to have to take them off the tractor. But, that's going to be later on. Right now, I don't even know what this cost me, because I just told him to throw everything on my fucking bill, like always. So, but for the gear oil, he only had it in 2.5 gallon jugs. He doesn't have them in anything smaller, which is fine. The tractor kind of leaks anyway, like I said, so having spare oil around wouldn't hurt. And since the tractor is going to be sitting outside, I'm most likely not going to be able to save the oil that leaks out of it, because water could get in with it too if it rains. So whatever drips out is just going to go into the ground and go back into the earth and never be seen again. So there's that. So the tractor is, I'm getting stuff put together for it now. The neighbors, they moved in Sunday night. I think they started moving in. It's Tuesday now, so they've been here for a few days already and slowly fixing up that house. I'm not sure who's moving in there yet, because there's 3 people all together. It's like an older man and then a couple, which are obviously a little bit younger, but I don't know who's actually moved. There's a boat here, so I'm guessing it's the old timer that's moving in. I don't know. And then maybe those young kids are just helping him do stuff. So here comes the mower guy now. But yeah, and then just now I got done making up another tag for my uncle's second heifer that he had. He's actually got 3 calves now. This is for a second one now. She was the second calf to be born. And these are the tags that you can engrave on. Of course, my handwriting is complete garbage. But, so she's 56, but her mother is actually 57. See, the thing is, we can't really go with 58, even though we could have. But we already have a cow that's named 58, but she's a green tag, and this is a yellow tag. So we could have gotten away with it, but we just decided to go down one number. And this is actually the mother's tag right here. This is her old tag. She broke it. Of course, we hang on to it, thinking that maybe one day we'll make a new one for her and get a squeeze chute, and we can put all the new tags in. But you can barely make it out, but she's 57. You see that? That's the mother. This is for the calf now. So he's got 2 heifers and a bull, and I guess he's keeping both of the heifers. So that's what's going on there. I guess I'm going to take off now and go put this tag in. So we got that done, and starting to collect some parts now for the farmall. Like I said, all I gotta do now is get the spark plugs, which will be probably tomorrow, and then I gotta get and then I gotta order the head gasket and stuff. So yeah, and then for cooling, like antifreeze, I think I'm just gonna run water in it for the remainder of the year, and then if it doesn't leak, well then maybe I'll put coolant in it. But see, the grain truck kind of liked to leak too, but I don't know, it's not leaking this year, so, but I'm not going to really put any more actual antifreeze in it because it's just expensive stuff. So same with the farmall, I'm just going to run water in it for the rest of the year, and then I'll drain it out and then run it a little bit, push whatever is remaining in the water pump out, and then that'll be good. So I just can't justify spending money on coolant. That's expensive. So, because I have pretty much I think one jug left, and I need that for my machines, because my machines, for some reason, they get low on coolant. I don't know where it goes. It's not going into the oil. It's not leaking on the ground. So it just, I guess, evaporates with heat. I don't know. So, or there's just so much pressure there, maybe it's coming out somewhere, but it's not dripping on the ground. I have no clue where it's going. So, but the John Deere likes to do that, and Big Red likes to do that. Every now and then the 1586 will spring a leak as well, but that's usually more in the wintertime when it gets super cold out. It'll spring a leak, but that's just because it's just so damn cold out. So, but yeah, anyways guys, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm going to take off. We're going to go and put a tag in a calf. The yellow tags are my uncle's cows, and then mine are the white tags. That's how we can obviously tell ours apart. So yeah, guess I can unplug that, because we probably won't be needing that for. It's been a while since we've had a calf. There's about a good, it seems like at least a week gap between them all. We still have. My uncle has 2 more yet to have to calf, and then mine. So there's still technically 3 more calves yet to cows to calf. But I got a feeling mine's probably going to be last. But whatever, as long as she calves, I'm alright with it. I don't really care when she does. Just as long as she does. So, what are you going to do? So, anyways guys, I guess I'm going to take off. I'm going to go and stab a calf's ear and tag that little sumbitch, and then call it a day. So yeah, but yeah, we got some stuff for the farmall finally. So whatever. So anyways guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Take her easy.